What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Connor. This is Soren, and today we are doing another book cover guessing game because I have been falling behind on my reading and needed a buffer.
So similar to last time where we were guessing the covers of romantasy books, this time I'm going to really stretch his brain a little bit by having him guess the cover of contemporary romance books. It is not a genre that either of us really read.
Nope.
So
I'm super not familiar. I know some books by Allie Hazelwood. Allie Slazelwood, as some people call her. But I haven't read any of her books, and I don't really pay attention to contemporary books. So I'm probably going to have a much harder time naming these books than the romantasy ones, because I at least knew about romantasy books.
So yeah, similar to last time, I have removed the titles and the authors on the covers of the books. And I'm going to have you guess, to the best of your ability, what the name of this book is. Without further ado, let's get into book number 1.
Okay, I think I know this one. I believe this is The Love Hypothesis by Allie Slazelwood.
Yeah, correct. This is The Love Hypothesis.
Right, I forgot that this was a Raylo fanfiction because I was just looking at him like, that looks a lot like Adam Driver.
I didn't know that.
yeah, I do believe this was a Raylo fanfiction.
Similar to last time, I also read the descriptions of each of the books in case any of you lovelies out there want to read it for yourselves. So the description for The Love Hypothesis reads, when a fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction, it throws one woman's carefully calculated theories on love into chaos. As a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does. And that's what got her into this situation. I don't know how to pronounce this name. It's spelled A-N-H. Is it Anne? On?
See, if it was A-H-N, I would say on, but...
I'm gonna say Anne. Anne?
Anne?
Convincing Anne that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after was always going to make more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Wow. Very on the nose. Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof. So like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. Oh my god, it gets worse.
Hold on, I think Dumbilly is hidden.
It has to be seen. It is very important.
It's very important that he's in the video.
That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor and well-known ass. Which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. And when a big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding six-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovered that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope.
God, why was that such a long description?
Like last time, it gets longer, and this is on the shorter end, I would say.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Learn how to summarize your books in like it doesn't have to be like 3 sentences, but please don't make it 3 paragraphs.
2 paragraphs or less is like what I would say.
Yeah.
Right, so congratulations, that was an easy one. So we're going on to book number 2.
A novel.
A novel.
A novel.
Number 1 New York Times bestselling author of a novel.
Let's get the description.
Okay.
Maybe if I hear the description, something it'll activate.
So here we go. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same...
Wait, is this November 9th?
It is November 9th.
Oh god, okay, this is November 9th by Colleen Hoover.
Yeah.
God, oh my god, this is actually like the most horrific book I have ever like had the displeasure of learning about. I haven't read it, but I've was it Cindy?
Was
it Cindy who did a video on this?
And I think even Rachel did.
I don't think we did the Rachel, but I think we watched this.
We at least
video.
watched Cindy.
Oh my god.
It was Cindy.
Oh my, yeah, it was the meeting up on the same day that got me. Oh, this man ruined her life.
Yeah. So I'll continue. Until one day, Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon, and simultaneously his novel, be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? No, he literally ruined her life. I cannot.
He destroyed her body and then fetishized her body. For those who have seen my safety measures video, I made a comment about how gross it is when female authors write male love interests who make excessive underwear jokes, and they write it as a charm. It's I thought that was a pretty universal thing that women hated when men did that. So why are women writing men doing that? Is that your cue for stop talking? I need to cut this. Okay. Yeah, God, you could not pay me to read this fucking book.
Okay,
I got 2.
You got 2. On to book number 3.
I was worried that you were gonna pick one of those hockey books because there's so many of them, and they're all pucking around, puck off, puck this, puck that. So I'm going to assume that this has puck somewhere in the title.
It doesn't.
Really?
But the reason I was cackling maniacally when I was setting this whole thing together is because of the amount of hockey books there are. And I was like, this is actually insane. How can there be so much of
I know
the
what this
same
is.
genre?
This is a novel adaptation of The Cutting Edge, but they have a dog as well.
Shall we take a look at the title? Because I can't actually remember what it's called.
You don't even remember what it's called?
No.
Okay, give me the description. And that was a joke about The Cutting Edge. I'm assuming, it's a romance movie about a hockey player falling in love with an ice skater. I don't know if she's a figure skater.
She isn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. That was a bad joke then. She looks like she could possibly be a figure skater.
They all do.
Yeah.
They all do. Would you like me to read the description anyway?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lucy Quinn loves hockey. What she doesn't love? The latest PR stunt from her favorite team. A hockey romance book club designed to lure in more female fans, pandering to so-called thirsty fans. It totally cheapens the sport. This feels based off of something that happened in real life.
Yeah. Isn't there a hockey player who recently had a lot of issues with a thirsty fan because the team keeps promoting thirst content, and this guy and his wife are now being stalked?
Yes. The worst part, they've slapped Bennett Wilder, the infuriatingly cocky, annoyingly handsome star forward, on the cover of this PR disaster like he's some kind of book boyfriend. Gross. So Lucy does what any passionate, totally rational fan would do. She starts a boycott. This feels grossly like that thing that happened, and I am uncomfortable with this. Bennett doesn't love being the face of a book club, but hey, it's harmless fun. Until he finds out that some feisty, foul-mouthed superfan is trashing it. He's intrigued. And maybe just a little bit turned on. So naturally, he makes it his mission to shut her up with charm, persistence, and exceptionally skilled hands. Ew! And somehow he always manages to make her forget why she was mad. But as their very public rivalry turns into something much deeper, Lucy realizes one terrifying truth. She might be falling for the one guy she swore to hate.
Yeah, I don't know this book. You said it doesn't have puck in the title.
I don't think so.
I'm just gonna... The Cutting Edge, take 2 now. In my hockey... Yeah, of course, some girl named Kendall wrote that. No offense to any of the Kendalls out there.
That was In My Hockey Arrow by Kendall Ryan. Okay. One of many.
By the same author?
No, actually, they're all by different authors too, which is also crazy.
That's so weird. Write about another sport.
No, it's all about hockey.
I would like to see a rugby romance, okay?
But it has to be MLM. And they have to be down.
I mean, even if it's straight, I'm just I'm tired of it always being hockey these days. Show me a good rugby man. Mm-hmm. Have you seen rugby players' thighs?
Juicy. I can squash my head.
Wearing those tiny little shorts, and then they give each other uppies, and they get wedgies, and their cheeks are on display.
Showing our ass. All right, next book. A novel.
I'm assuming this is a billionaire CEO romance.
It does feel like that a little bit, right?
That's what it looks like. Let's hear the description.
Okay.
God,
Nemesis.
that's such an ugly shade of yellow. I'm sorry. I just hate yellow.
Nemesis. Noun. Opponent or rival whom a person can not best or overcome. A person's undoing. And Joshua Templeman. Lucy Hutton and Joshua Templeman hate each other.
Another
not dislike.
Lucy.
Yeah, there's a lot of Lucys. I don't know why. There's a lot of Lucys.
Contemporary authors, pick a new name for your female main characters. Stop. Lucy ain't it.
Lucy Hutton and Joshua Templeman hate each other. Not dislike, not begrudgingly tolerate, hate. And they have no problem displaying their feelings through a series of ritualistic passive-aggressive maneuvers as they sit across from each other, executive assistants to co-CEOs of a publishing company. Lucy can't understand Joshua's joyless, uptight, meticulous approach to his job. Joshua is clearly baffled by Lucy's overly bright clothes, quirkiness, and Pollyanna attitude. Now, up for the same promotion, their battle of wills come to a head, and Lucy refuses to back down when their latest game could cost her dream job. But the tension between Lucy and Joshua has also reached its boiling point, and Lucy is discovering that maybe she doesn't hate Joshua, and maybe he doesn't hate her either, or maybe this is just another game.
This sounds like the most boring book on the planet.
I think it actually has either a movie or a TV show. I'll make sure to clarify that here. Yeah, I think this actually has some sort of
like out now?
Mm-hmm. This is an older one. It's not necessarily a new book.
Yeah, no, I could not tell you.
All right, so you want to know what a novel is called?
I would like to know what a novel is.
A novel is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne.
Also never heard of this one, Jesus.
I don't really have anything to add on this one because, again, I don't read or watch contemporary romance. I watch even less because I literally
He doesn't watch movies.
I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows.
He's never seen a movie in his life.
I must sound like the most boring person on the planet.
No, see, he's very interesting. He has a lot of hobbies. He just doesn't watch TV or movies.
I don't read. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. Like, what is
Whereas I grew up watching movies because that was just the thing that my parents and I did. We would just go to Blockbuster and rent movies. So, like, I know a lot of movies. I mean, it's nice because, you know, I can convince him to sit down and watch movies that I really like, and he's never seen them, and so it's like a fun. But yeah, he doesn't watch movies.
No, but maybe you will be tempted to not watch this.
I have zero interest in whatever the hell this is.
Yeah. So that was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Here's the next book.
Okay, this is the cutting edge too. No.
This, I have to admit, is my worst editing job ever. What the f*** is going on with this?
Is this... No, this one is not pucking around, but it's one of the puckings. Am I right? It's not one of the puckings?
No, it's not.
Let's hear that descripto.
I am actually shocked that you don't know this one. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way. Not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Hockey! Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worrying, because she could never like a hockey player. Right?
That's literally just the cutting edge.
It's not the cutting edge, but...
Yeah, because it's saying that he's standing in for her skating partner, so he has to do figure skating, yeah?
Yes.
That's the cutting edge! That is the premise of the cutting edge! I know the book is not the cutting edge, but that's literally the premise of that fucking movie.
Would you like to know what this one is?
Yes.
It is Icebreaker by Hannah Green.
Icebreaker! Okay.
I'm surprised that you didn't get this one because I feel like I have seen more about Icebreaker than I have about Cutting Edge.
I don't pay attention to any of these hockey romances.
This is the challenge. This is the ultimate challenge.
I'm McStruggling over here. I feel like a goddamn idiot.
That's okay. You don't read contemporary romance, so why would you know any of these? Didn't get that one either.
Nope.
Maybe you will get this one.
Okay, I do know this one. This is the red, white, and royal blue.
Yep,
I have seen trailers for the movie, and also I see so many books where it's like red, white, and royal blue meets this, and I really need authors to stop trying to compare their books to other books in the actual descriptions, like, oh, it's this book and this book, because it's either a carbon copy of those books and showing that you are uncreative, or it's going to be nothing like those books and you're just using those as a buzzword to get more attention, which don't do that. It just makes you look like an idiot. That's my personal opinion on that. I see so many books comparing themselves to the red, white, and royal blue.
Which I believe is a TV show, not a movie.
It's not, oh. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
This is the only queer and male loves male
in the contemporaries.
In the contemporary romance that I have provided for you today. Not saying that there isn't more. There are plenty.
I'm sure there are more queer contemporaries.
Plenty.
I'm not gonna read those because I don't like contemporaries.
No, but this one was one that I was like, oh well. I mean,
I know that this one is pretty popular. So
I mean, popular enough to get a TV show. So
yeah.
I would say
yeah.
I will say that editing job spectacular. Going to move on. Oh, sorry. No, we're not moving on. I have to read
because
the
I actually got it. Do you want me to read the description?
That would be great.
Because you've been reading all
really
of them.
Short. Yeah, it's
nice.
short.
Nice. First son, Alex Claremont Diaz, is the closest thing to a prince this side of the Atlantic. With his intrepid sister... I keep thinking of that Game Grumps. It just made me think of that Game Grumps bit. Intrepid, fearless, adventurous.
Great, yeah.
That car exploded. With his intrepid sister and the Veep's genius granddaughter. They're the White House trio, a beautiful millennial marketing strategy for his mother, President Ellen Claremont. International socialite duties have downsides, namely when photos of a confrontation with his longtime nemesis, Prince Henry, at a royal wedding leak to the tabloids and threaten American-British relations. The plan for damage control, staging a fake friendship between the first son and the prince. As President Claremont kicks off her re-election bid, Alex finds himself hurtling into a secret relationship with Henry that could derail the campaign and upend two nations. What is worth the sacrifice? How do you do all the good you can do? And most importantly, how will history remember you?
History will call them friends.
Historians will call them friends.
Historians would call them friends. So you got red, white, and royal blue. Congratulations. We're gonna move on to this one. I also love how a lot of the hockey book covers...
It's all the same. It's a very skinny, petite woman in, like, you know, mom jeans and a sweater, and then the hockey guy with the stick over his shoulders.
At least the first book in my hockey era changed it up a notch with a dog.
You know what? I will give them that. This has to be one of the puckings.
It isn't. It really isn't. Here's a spoiler alert for the ones up ahead. There is no pucking in any
You didn't use pucking around or puck
off?
Use oh no!
Any of the puckings. I'm so sorry.
No.
Or Cutting Edge.
I don't think there are any books out there called The Cutting Edge. Does it have ice in the title?
It does not.
Does it have hockey in the title?
No. Oh, this is really funny.
Wait, does it? Is it a pun on hockey?
It's not.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, go ahead with the description.
All's fair in love, hockey, and podcast syndication. All I wanted was a tiny interview to secure my podcast syndication deal. What I didn't expect? That my big break would hinge on Hunter Reed, the NHL's newest golden boy, full-time playboy, and the guy who mistook me for a puck bunny at Oakley's bar. Hunter Reed is 6'2", of attitude, muscle, and maddening charm. He's the kind of clickbait fans obsess over and network execs would kill for, and exactly the kind of man I swore I'd never chase, especially not after our less than stellar first encounter, and second, and third. But when a data player charity auction, his manipulative ex, and a very public kiss force us into a fake relationship, suddenly I'm not just chasing the story, I'm living it. Now he's crashing on the other sides of my queen-sized bed, covering my living expenses, washing my car in a Speedo in the middle of December, and and somehow worming his way into my life, one sarcastic grin at a time. This is actually so ungodly long, and I don't understand it. The more he shows up with pregame texts, surprise post-its, and in family dinners like he's always belonged, the harder it is to remember this is supposed to be pretend. But with his ex-girlfriend circling, trade rumors heating up, my career hanging by a thread, and feelings I never planned for complicating everything, I have to choose. Do I play it safe and report from the bleachers, or finally get in the game for real?
Because this is the main character has a podcast, is the title something about podcasts?
Not podcast, but
Like-
actually there were two hints in like the last sentence.
Reread the last sentence for me.
Do I play it safe and report from the bleachers, or finally get in the game for real?
Love from the bleachers.
Close. Do you want me to just give it to you?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It is called Bleacher Report by Kenna King. I thought she was actually supposed to be a reporter, not like a podcast girly. I thought it was like actual news reporting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no.
it's another fake romance.
Fake dating.
Sorry, fake dating hockey romance. The amount of fake dating hockey romances that there are out here is actually crazy.
I really cannot judge because back in the day I would reread the same coffee shop AU fanfic. I would read it. I will read books with the same tropes. Like if I see a book with like arranged marriage, I'm like yoink. So I guess fake dating hockey is, you know, I can't judge people for reading multiple fake dating hockey books.
Except the few arranged marriage books that you have read so far have been
Really disappointing.
Yeah.
The heterosexual arranged marriage. Except for Dangerous Assassin. Dangerous Assassin is actually super good by Elizabeth Wheatley. I'm not sponsored. I just really like her books.
All right, so this is book number 7. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
Here's book number 8.
I will say I kind of with this cover.
Yeah.
Evil is back, look busy. Oh, is this the villain's henchman or the villain's secretary? That one that Rachel did that she really didn't like because it was kind of like infantilizing.
Yeah, it is that book.
God, what's it called? Assistant to the villain? Secretary to the villain?
Well, Assistant to the Villain is the first book. This is the second one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a sequel.
Yeah. When you are an assistant, well, I guess it really doesn't go in that direction, but what do you think it would be? It's also with an A.
Is it office terminology?
Yeah, I'd say office terminology.
Office terminology that starts with A but is an assistant.
Right.
I got nothing. Just tell me, please.
This one is Apprentice.
Apprentice!
To the Villain by
Okay.
Hannah Nicole Mayer.
Okay.
Mayer.
I'll read.
Rah,
I'll read
rah,
the. I do like the cover though. I will.
Yeah,
I
the
will
cover
give it that.
actually
that's
looks really good.
I think that's pretty original. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice to staff. There has been a disturbing increase in cheeriness, sprightly behavior, and overall optimism of late. Please resume your former dark, ominous terrors at your earliest convenience. Signed, Management. Evie Sage has never been happier to be the assistant to the villain. Who would have thought that working for an outrageously handsome, bad for his brand, evil overlord would be so rewarding? Still, the business of being bad is demanding. The forces of good are annoyingly persistent, and said forbidding boss is somewhat, out of evil office. But Renadon is in grave trouble, and all signs, Kingsley's included, point to I can't f***ing read right now.
Neither of us can. Oh my god.
Put us in the same room and we're both illiterate.
A little bit.
Point to catastrophe. Something peculiar. Oh my god. Something peculiar is happening with the kingdom's magic, and it's made the villain's manor vulnerable to their enemies, including their nemesis, the king. Now it's time for Evie to face her greatest challenge, protecting the villain's lair, all of his nefarious works, and maybe, provide no one finds out, the entire kingdom. No pressure, Evie. It's time to step out of her comfort zone and learn new skills, like treason, dagger work, conspiring with the enemy. It's all so delightfully fun. But what happens when the assistant to the villain is ready to become his apprentice?
By all technicality, this isn't contemporary romance. It is it fits under the romantasy genre.
But it's also kind of like office romance.
That's the reason I really put it in contemporary, is because it reads more like that kind of modern contemporary, like kitschy, quirky, lingo that they use a lot in like that sort of genre.
Yeah.
But just heads up, this would have probably fit better in the last video of like romantasy.
Who cares? I'll accept it.
I still put it in here just because, again, who cares?
Yeah.
It's your video and I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
Here's the 9th.
I don't know if this is the same author that I'm thinking of, but I did, I think a year ago see... I don't think it's even the same because I want to say that the ballerina was white, but, I have seen, other contemporary romance books where it's, hockey player and ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning like a ballerina. Let's hear the description.
Okay. Not that we're actually going to get anything out of it, because, every description I've read, you've just been like...
Well, okay, read the description and then let me know if the hint to the title is in the description.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
Oh, fuck.
He's on edge while she's on point in this fake dating sports romance from the author of the smash hit Collide. Elias Westbrook, a newly drafted hockey player from the Toronto Thunder, is facing the challenges of fame and media scrutiny. With a growing fan base and too many expectations on his shoulders, he's struggling to make his first career goal. The tabloids are reporting on his every move, including which women he was last seen with, but all he wants to do is escape the spotlight. Enter, from stage left, Sage Beaumont, an aspiring ballerina with dreams of joining the Royal Ballet Theatre. But her lack of popularity online leaves her at a major disadvantage for securing the lead role. When Sage finds herself with the perfect opportunity to make her dreams come true by fake dating Elias, she takes her shot. Soon enough, the flimsy fake dating rules they set in place fall away in the face of their sizzling connection. But before things spiral out of control, Sage and Elias will have to decide if they're willing to take the leap together or if they'll have to call it quits.
All right, because
I did lie. It is there.
Can you read it doesn't have to be the sentence, but just the kind of general...
But before things spiral out of control, Sage and Elias will have to decide if they're willing to take the leap together or if they'll have to call it quits.
Is it called Take the Leap?
No.
Okay, is it... Because the previous book that it was talking about was Collide, so is it one word?
Yes.
Is it spiral?
It is spiral. Okay. The way I emphasized it twice.
I didn't want to assume. I was like, no, that's too easy.
Again, it's fake dating, the fake dating trope, and it's hockey.
Are there women's hockey teams?
Yes, but not like a big one.
Yeah, but I would like there to be a contemporary romance where it's some
Body wants to.
Where it's some effeminate man and his terrifying hockey girlfriend.
I would actually kill to see something like that.
Yeah. No, I would read that.
Mm-hmm.
Also sounds very boring.
I have to admit, if Collide was the book that you're thinking of, this might be the sequel to it. I don't know, of course. I just kind of picked up whatever was popular on Goodreads at the time and put it there. And a lot of the...
Huh? Sorry.
Oh, God. And a lot of them happen to be hockey romances.
I will say, I do think the cover's very cute. And I do like that the main character is a woman of color. Mm-hmm. Because, it feels like a lot of...
White girls.
Petite, white, blonde. Well, one was a brunette, but yeah. I like that the main character is at least a person of color.
Was her name also Sage? There was two Sages.
Lucy and Sage. No one is allowed to name their main characters Lucy or Sage. I'm making that rule now. No.
I'm sorry to any Lucys or Sages out there.
No, I mean, I think Sage is a great name. I love that name. Honestly, if I hear the name Sage, I'm thinking new age goth, crystal witch. That's what I think of when I hear the name Sage, not preppy ballerina, but,
I mean, I'm a new age goth, kind of, and I do
You do like your stones.
I do.
He eats stones. He crunches them.
I'm gonna put in that clip from Paranorman.
It's not Paranorman, it's Monster House!
Sorry, Monster House.
I keep getting it mixed up.
Alright, last book in the list.
That's just Steve Harrington.
It does look like Steve Harrington! That's what I thought too when I first saw it. I was like, that's Steve!
That's Steve!
Oh my god, Steve!
The Rebel Blue Ranch series is a must-read. Oh, is this one of those, mail order bride ranch boyfriend?
Not mail order bride.
No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry. That's my bad. But it is one of those cowboy.
It's a western, yeah.
Western.
It's like a cowboy romance.
He looks like he's wearing scrubs. Is he a nurse?
No, he's actually the rancher.
He's the rancher? Okay. He
like he's wearing scrubs.
Yeah, he looks like a dentist assistant. Yeah, that was whoever did the cover. Like, the cover's cute, but whoever did that cover, that was...
color choice.
Poor color choice. Probably should have made the shirt a different color from the pants. Are those her boobs?
I actually don't know.
I'm trying to figure out if that's the background or if that's her her shirt underneath the jacket.
I have no idea. The jacket also looks like it's coming off.
No, it has to be. It has to be her shirt because, like, his leg, it's like coming over his leg, so it can't be the background.
Right.
The anatomy.
I'm so confused. Fun fact, I'm running a cowboy western D&D game for him and a couple of our friends. Mm-hmm. So the way that I was just like, cowboy. And I had to add it in homage and reference to my campaign.
Yeah, but your cowboy campaign is way more interesting. Let's hear the description.
Okay, so book 10 description reads, Camille Ashwood had always loved a plan. Her latest was her best yet. She was going to get married so that she can secure her daughter's future, get her overbearing parents off her back, and finally start building her own life in small-town Meadowlark, Wyoming. Easy, right? But when her groom doesn't show up to the wedding, Cam's life is turned upside down. She doesn't have a place to live. That is, until she finds out the house she's loved once... That is until she finds out the house she's loved since high school is available to rent. There's only one problem. The neighbor. Dusty Tucker.
That is not his name.
That is in fact his name.
Dusty Tucker.
Dusty Tucker.
Dusty Tucker. You have to put an NPC in the game with the other name Dusty Tucker. Dusty Tucker.
Dusty Tucker.
Dusty Tucker
has spent nearly all of his adult life running. Running from what though? More like who? Cam Ashwood. But ever since he returned home last year, the girl who was his first, well, everything, has become a woman seemingly determined to keep him at arm's length. And he was okay with that. At least that's what he kept telling himself. She was getting married after all. But now she's single and living next door. Dusty wants to show her that they can be friends and that he can stay put. Despite her best attempts to stay far away from Dusty Tucker. This just makes me think of like those Tucker trucks and that he's just a Dusty Tucker truck. It's not, the best image to have when it comes to
Dusty Tucker.
Nah, he's a dusty, crusty, musty
Dusty,
man.
crusty, musty boy.
Despite her best attempts to stay far away from Dusty Tucker,
I'm gonna be thinking about that name for the next week.
What a name.
What a name.
Despite her best attempts to stay far away from Dusty
Tucker,
Cam realizes that being close to him is like slipping on her favorite jeans. Easy, comfortable. That is until past wounds starts to open and feelings, both old and new, wreak havoc. Nearly 10 years after they first met, Dusty and Cam begin to wonder if their first love can also be their last, and this time, will it be forever?
I wonder how old the daughter is, because, I can't help but wonder if maybe the daughter is actually his and he doesn't know.
Oh.
Because we don't, it didn't say how old the daughter was, but she's trying to secure her daughter's future.
Oh.
But it didn't say anything about her fiancé being the father. And she's trying to avoid Dusty Tucker because he was her first.
You won't know unless you read it.
I'm not gonna read it. Is Dusty Tucker the father?
You are the father.
We have not.
You haven't guessed the title
at all. Dusty Tucker.
The title is
the
Dusty
Tucker Ranch. The Rebel Blue Ranch series.
So this is the fourth in the series.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the one about they're all brothers and each book is about a brother? Okay. I don't know any of those titles. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Can you read me the titles of the first 3 to see if I can notice a pattern?
There is definitely a pattern to them, but
okay.
I have to make sure you can't see. Rebel Blue. Nope. Stay as far away from me as possible. The first one is Done and Dusted, which actually doesn't have anything to do with Dusty. Done and Dusted, Swift and Saddled, Lost and Lassoed, and...
Dust and Dusty. No, I don't know.
So this one is Wild and Wrangled.
Wild
by
and
Lila
Wrangled.
Sage. Apparently this series, according to our friend, series of books in which each brother ends up with a loved one, part of the series, and like it covers a different couple in each book. I don't know if Dusty is the brother of the other characters or if it actually has to focus on a sister of one of the other couples.
Can I just say that only just now, because when you were calling him Dusty Tucker, I thought his first name was Tucker.
No.
And Dusty was just like a nickname, and I just realized, oh no, his first name is Dusty. I thought it was just
Tucker.
I thought it was just a nickname, and he was just Dusty Tucker. His name is Tucker, and he's real Dusty.
No.
But then it just occurred. Who is naming their child Dusty?
I named my car Dusty.
That's an inanimate or pet name, not a human being.
I named my car Dusty because she was really dusty on the outside. She was the Dusty Tucker. She was an HRV.
Wild and Wrangled with
So,
Dusty Tucker.
Congratulations.
How many did I get? I got the first 2. I got Red, White, and Royal Blue, so
You
I got
did.
1, 2, 3.
I'll give you...
We'll say 3.5.
Yeah, out of 10.
Out of 10.
But yeah, that was my game.
That was incredibly difficult. They're all just fake dating hockey romances. What is with the fake dating hockey romance?
I'll be honest.
I don't
That's on
understand.
me for specifically picking those out. There were probably others I could have chosen, so
Yeah.
I did you a disservice by picking only hockey.
You could have at least put Pucking Around in somewhere.
I didn't know where to find it. I was also looking for specifically those like drawn out character type.
I thought Pucking Around did have the kind of cartoony.
Let me check a little bit.
Emily Rath, that's the one. Honestly, from what I hear, isn't Emily Rath the one who was like, if you're a conservative, I don't want you reading my books, f*** off. Because I think Pucking Around is the one with like the polycule, and so it's got some like queer action as well.
Yes.
If this is the author that I'm thinking of, she got a lot of flack because she just publicly was condemning like conservatives and
Bigots.
being bigots and being like, I don't want you guys reading my books, and I don't care if my political views are gonna make you stop reading my books. Like I actually have a lot of respect for that author. Like, I'm not gonna read her books, but I do have a lot of respect for her just being like, yeah, I don't care if I lose readers for this. Listen, I love a woman who stands on business.
Preach.
And she stood on business, so, good job, Emily Rath.
Thank you for doing the bare minimum.
Yeah. Slay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me back on your channel for a second
of course.
time.
Thank you for really giving me a brain buster.
I'll make the next one a little bit easier if you decide.
You don't have to make the next one easier, but maybe do another romantasy, because I feel like
I will say that there really wasn't anything that we could
because
add.
I didn't know anything about any of these books, so I'm just like,
we couldn't
I don't
really
have any
add a
commentary.
lot of comments to the ends of these books.
Yeah. But as far as romantasy goes, I got a lot to say about romantasies.
So what's your next plan? What's the next
So,
thing that you're planning on doing?
I am currently reading Blood of Hercules because I was recommended by a friend. It's really popular. I am doing a deep dive of Blood of Hercules. Get ready for me to crash out about that one because I'm still I'm only a few chapters in and there's so much to complain about. Thanks for tuning in for our fun little game. I'll see you guys next time, and in the meantime, make sure to keep it real. Take care of yourselves.
See ya.
Bye. Okay, so we did manage to get 50. Ooh.